What is your reaction, Skip?
Give me a minute. First of all, in all seriousness, I really liked the track. Le'Veon can rap.
He can.
Le'Veon can write lyrics. Those were cleverly written. I liked the beat. I liked his execution with the beat. And I especially loved the line, which made me laugh out loud the first time I heard it. I guess the only way you'd like me is if I played for the Spurs. Spurs are my favorite NBA team, and it made me laugh because I don't think the Spurs would have Le'Veon. I'm not sure he would fit in their culture.
In their system?
Or vice versa. I don't know if Le'Veon would have the Spurs. But now, to Le'Veon's message to me in the track. Once again, Le'Veon has insulted me without refuting me. I'll say it again. Insulted me without refuting my on-air points. The insults do not bother me. They're like sticks and stones. I shrug them off. I chuckle at them, whatever. But the message is important to me.
You gonna write a diss track tomorrow? You gonna write a diss track tomorrow?
I think I'm writing one right now.
Okay.
If you will listen. Thank you. Deep background on how this all evolved. On my old show, going clear back to last spring, last 45 seconds of the show, we did a very short topic in which I criticized Le'Veon for stooping during the offseason to take shots at the Cincinnati Bengals, their division rival. Remember, they had the war of a game, if you will, at the end of the last year that got completely out of hand. Remember that one, that Pittsburgh survived, the playoff game. And I said, Le'Veon, no need to take shots at them during the offseason. You're better than that. Just go beat them next year twice, which, by the way, the Pittsburgh Steelers did do this year. They beat them twice. But still, Le'Veon dissed me in another track that dropped on SoundCloud last summer. Fine, that's fine with me. And if you'll remember, when we opened the show on Undisputed back in September, right away, I called out Le'Veon in that I said, come sit with us. We got an empty seat right here. Yeah. Come sit with us and air all your grievances to me, to Shannon, to Joy, and we'll kick them around for 2.5 hours if you want to sit for 2.5 hours. I'm told that Le'Veon is on site in Houston somewhere this week.
Come on, Juice.
And I welcome him.
Come on, Juice.
Le'Veon. You're welcome right here.
Yes.
Right here. We would love to hear it.
I got you, Le'Veon. I got you.
Okay, now back to this diss track. Again, insulting without refuting is my point, which is my point that I said on air to you from the start of this year. Le'Veon Bell is a really, really good running back. I can make a case he's the second best, unless you think David Johnson is, but it's second or third best, Le'Veon. But my point from the start is Ezekiel Elliott is the best running back in football. That's all. I'm sorry. He's simply better in so many ways than Le'Veon. Now, you disagreed. You took Le'Veon in this debate.
Marcus Allen disagreed, too.
But in this diss track, Le'Veon said, I got the Hall of Fame waiting. I don't know about that. I'm not seeing that yet. But I think Ezekiel showed you in his rookie year, leading this league in rushing, he's at least starting down the Hall of Fame path. Is that fair to say?
He's off to a great start.
It's a good start, okay? And Le'Veon has told us that he has revolutionized the running back position, the way they run with the football, and you disagreed with this.
Yeah.
And he said it was similar to the way Steph has revolutionized shooting the basketball from distance in the NBA. We both said, no. Come on now, back off, Le'Veon.
I disagree with Le'Veon on that one.
And you have criticized Le'Veon, and sometimes he has frustrated me when I pick Pittsburgh to beat somebody for tiptoeing up into the hole. Hit the hole. You can hear it on the diss track. You're the one who's yelling it, not me. Am I right?
I was.
And it gets frustrating because I think he leaves some yards on the table because he doesn't hit the hole hard enough. Obviously, his patience often pays off. I think sometimes it costs him some yards. So what do I see? I see an Ezekiel Elliott who hits the hole with body lean, power, and speed that I have rarely seen in the same package. And that package is 6 feet, 225 pounds of Ezekiel at 4.47 in the 40 versus Le'Veon's 6'1", 230. So they're similar. Le'Veon's just an inch or so taller. And Le'Veon timed before the draft or at the combine 4.6. So he's just not as fast as Ezekiel,
No, he's not.
right?
No.
Okay. So what happened when they went head-to-head last year in Pittsburgh? Remember the numbers? Zeke went for 114 yards on 21 carries, including the 32-yarder that busted the
winner.
game open and won the game. Remember that at
Yes.
the end? Okay. In that same game, Le'Veon went 17 carries for 57 yards. Now, he also caught 9 balls, to your point, for 77 yards. But Zeke also caught 2 balls for 95 yards in that game. So don't tell me Zeke can't catch it. Don't tell me Zeke can't pick up the blitz and knock down blitzers just as well and as effectively as Le'Veon does. So head-to-head, I thought that Zeke outplayed Le'Veon. So in the end, my question to Le'Veon is, next up, I want to hear a diss track in which he explains how he's a better back than Ezekiel Elliott. If he can pull that one off, I'll be impressed. But you know what? I don't think you can do that, Le'Veon, so I challenge you.
Brought to you by 84 Lumber. Are you 84 material?